Hey guys, I'm back with another one. Now, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Styx's recent coverage of the drama going on with Nikkei, and even I myself wasn't aware of this until his video popped up in my YouTube feed. So for this, it's just going to be a react to see what's happening with the drama and seeing how poorly the Nikkei devs are treating their players through their own social media relations platforms like Discord and Reddit, and even possibly more. So let's hop straight into it. Now, I did start the video earlier just to get past the intro, so now we're directly into the coverage section of Styx's video. So let me go ahead and continue from the main part.
The image in question that has been circulated.
Oops, let me turn down that volume a bit loud. Let me go ahead and put it on like 20%.
I think this was also the same image that was linked over on my Twitter, right? Here, this person said, screenshot some feedback I was able to save from the biggest thread. So here is, I think, the general consensus of people. This had, 6,000 comments, 700 upvotes. This is a collection of player thoughts.
Okay, several issues have been brought up. The face and head shape don't look right, granting suspicion of AI. The art style change for her from looking sharp and mature to a baby face. We look at striking again, literally and meta-wise, since it's complaint going on for a while. So it's fire that's been burning for a while, and it just got more fuel. Now this is in reference to the new Nikkei skin that just released, Nikkei Goddess of Victory. So it's about a Nikkei called Rouge, I believe.
issue.
So
Okay, let's take a
yeah.
look first. I typed in Rogue. I meant Rouge.
Oh
Let's see.
yeah.
That's a lot. Okay, evidently there are a lot of people upset with this. Wait, what are we getting? Is this because of the? Is this?
Oh, it's that character. I think I've seen her a little bit before. But yeah, this is causing controversy. I'm like, really now?
Because how the skin like looks different or something? Dude, I mean, goddamn. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Let's see. The face and the head shape do not look right, granting suspicion of AI. Like here? Or do they mean in game like there? Where's the suspicion of AI here? Like where's the how to check the blah blah link? This one here. Okay, let's check this one first, then I guess. Wait, you can't enlarge this. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Wait, you can view original. Oh, okay, never mind, because it's translated. Okay, let's see. A complete analysis of the Rouge skin from a game company whose CEO is an illustrator. A game company released a new skin for a game character named Rouge, and the content of the skin's illustration is controversial. The three main controversies: A, quality; B, level of obscenity, level of how obscene the skin is, okay,
That's
and C,
fire.
consistency of the art style. B, I don't agree with posts complaining about why they're covering it with a jacket, because I think a degree of sensationalism is a matter of taste. They're covering it with a jacket, so that they're covering the skin with the jacket. They're covering a lot of the goods with the jacket. I can see that. I do see that a lot of the skin is in fact covered by the jacket. Admittedly, I did actually see the skin a while ago, and I just kind of went, if I had to specify, blah, blah, blah. Consistency of the art style. The facial features change too much with each newly released skin. Okay, let's see. Let's check her previous skin. I keep
Is that true, guys? You tell me in the comment. I don't play Nikkei, but if that's true, do let me know in the comments below.
typing Rouge. Or sorry, I keep typing Rogue by accident. Okay, so this was, okay, let's see. I mean, yes, there is a considerable difference in her face.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Oh, yeah, I remember this character one. Saw her ages ago. This design, the current on-screen design, versus what it is now. I think her skin tone got lighter.
Like, there's a considerable difference in the entire style.
She got skin bleached. That's crazy.
I think of the artwork, the face, the eyes, the nose, the hairstyle, the hair coloring, the hair shading. There is a significant difference between those two.
Talk about pulling up on Michael Jackson. That's crazy.
Definitely. But I mean, let's see. I think this is a problem. There are many consumers who want to see Nikkei in various art styles, so consider it's a matter of preference. Yeah, exactly. Like that doesn't mean it's AI. That just mean the
Yeah, that doesn't make it AI at all. That's why people are just quick to rush to claim it as AI, which is ridiculous. At this point, I feel like this controversy is somehow overblown at this point, but maybe I'm just talking nonsense, and as a non-player, maybe I am just out of it, but I feel like it's not that big of a deal, honestly. The skin was underwhelming to begin with, so the fact that they're kind of going up in arms about it like this is kind of ridiculous. They have a point, yes, but censorship would be better. But in regards to the skin itself, it's like I'm not seeing it. I'm not, honestly.
I mean, it just could be a completely different artist doing it. I don't know. In fact, in the case of Viper, her face has changed a lot, but this wasn't a problem because of the swimsuit Viper was high quality. Problem is the quality controversy. A drawing came out that didn't even meet the basics. Many users are saying that the face is awkward or that the face looks like bread. Gonna analyze why they say this. Here is the... Who's looking at the face? This skin is actually very high quality. This skin does not look so. So I'm not an artist. My sister Wiggy is the talented artist in the family. Okay, so I can't say this is AI, but what I can say is that the design of the old skin is significantly better. I can say that this...
Yeah, that is true. Even I can notice that. And I'm not an artist myself, but yeah, the older one did look way better. I'm not gonna lie.
looks significantly higher quality. The shading, the skin texture, just the outfit itself. This kind of looks flat. This looks three-dimensional. I don't know how else to say it. It looks three-dimensional. You know, it pops. This looks flat.
Yeah, there's a style difference. For the outfit itself isn't bad. It's just a low quality. Like if this was a higher quality model right here, I think there wouldn't be as much of an issue. But it just seems way lower quality, and then the skin tone's all off. Honestly, this could have been a totally different character, and you wouldn't have even known. Honestly, you think this was her twin, but this is the same character. Nah, nah. They just changed her too much.
Flat. It looks like it has no shading. It looks, I don't know, cheap and poor quality. And for a premium skin like that, like, I mean, even a skin...
Premium skin. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if they bought it and pulled for it or whatever, for the skin gacha or bought it outright, that's on them, bro. Once you bought it, you bought it. It's too late. It's like they're gonna expect to get refunds on it now, aren't they? I mean, if they can get their refunds, it is what it is. But Nikkei devs, at the end of the day, it is a gacha game after all. So I wasn't expecting too much to change here. But it seems like people will be complaining for quite some time, and Shift Up is not really gonna do anything about it at this point since it's already in game. Sort of like asking them to take up the Nikkei skin from the game at this point. And while they could do it, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So you guys might be waiting for a while for that. But I definitely do agree that them trying to censor the critique and criticism for the skin's issues and flaws on Discord and Twitter and Reddit and other platforms is just messed up and honestly should have been reconsidered because that just makes them look bad. They just made themselves look really bad by censoring their community. It's really an unfortunate occurrence, but it is what it is.
It looks more realistic. Yeah, the new skin is from another artist. I prefer the new one. It's rendered well. So this is the example given of the entire difference in facial design. So
So yeah, it is two different artists. So yeah, same character, two outlooks on the character design from two different artists. One preferred like a slightly darker skin tone, and the other one a lighter. Honestly, I don't think they should have bothered with the skin at that point. Just make this a new character. Call it her twin sister or something.
I mean, the whole the bread comment. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird translation, but I do understand the significant difference in entire, not only body shape but head shape too. Let's see. All products must be evaluated for their quality versus price. If the Rouge skin was free, it'd be
True.
no problem. The problem is the price of the skin, which is 90,000 won. I don't know how much that is in US dollars. A drawing that doesn't even understand the basic perspective and human body structure concepts. Look at the reactions to the bulletin board. Many people are saying that the faces look like bread, like rice cake bread, but chubby cheeks are
But to name it
just a matter of personal
AI,
preference. So she went from
like people forget low quality artists also exist that don't create the same qualities as these top high-end professional artists who are making the original models, clearly. So there's a big difference. It's not like it only has to be AI, there's also different skill levels for artists as well. And artists can also have their own preferences for when they make character designs as well. So we can't just be rushing to claim it as AI, because at that point, anything can be AI. And they're going to be complaining about it being AI when in fact it was not AI. So that would be insane on their part. But yeah, I feel like people are just too heated and too quick to say that any art that looks sus is AI.
having a
They've
long, slender
always
face
been.
to having a large, chubby face. Conclusion is that it's not just a particular problem, but the cup is
People forgot human artists also make mistakes. They're not perfect either. Sure, more refined for now, but eventually even AI will catch up to refining good quality art. It's only a matter of time. But the fact that people are crying about this being AI is crazy. Have you never seen an amateur artist? Or, yeah, I mean, that's crazy that we totally forget there are tiers to artists as well. You got your high end professional artist, top notch, and then you got your amateur artists who just got the job recently and weren't really known that well for professional art before. Maybe more like beginner status art at the low end. But yeah, assuming everything is AI is kind of crazy, and that's not gonna work for every little piece of art critique out there. Just because it looks bad, it doesn't mean an AI made it. AI can make a good art, it just can't make it perfect. But that's not yet. Honestly, it doesn't have to be. But to claim this as AI, I seriously doubt it. I'm not that good at drawing myself. Could I call myself an artist still if I made amateur art? Probably. I could. I'd still be an artist. I wouldn't be a perfect artist or good top end artist, but I could still be an artist just on the low end. So that doesn't make my drawings. AI does it. So yeah, I think that AR argument is being overblown and overused in the modern times when it comes to art analysis. It's just wrong to claim every last piece of art as AI just because it looks slightly off.
composition itself is wrong. The biggest problem at a glance is not the plumpness of the cheeks, but the problem of the side face and the back of the head. Starting from here, everything is ruined, including the cheeks and facial features. The artist change was heavily influenced by Picasso. The touch picture above, they look like triangles. Okay, so it's just talking about the design of the face. Then the awkward body structure. Some comments say that not only the face, but also the torso feels awkward. And yeah, I mean, like just looking at the body, the entire upper body for her character does look weird. Like
It is a little awkward, but yeah, different artists, different skill level. It is what it is. That doesn't make it AI, because when it comes to AI, there's a consistent flaw every time. people will spot different flaws depending on how they view it and their perspective on art as well. It's not perfect, but were people really expecting it to be perfect every time? There's always going to be that one skin that comes up with an issue that's going to be glaringly obvious from time to time. No artist is perfect. No AI can smooth out all imperfections in our art and their art as well. So there will always be issues popping up here and there when it comes to art, whether it be claimed as human art or AI art. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is if it's quality, and there's clearly a quality standard issue here. If that's the same character. If it was two different characters, man, that would be a different story. But this is the same character, so yeah, that is an issue. And the proportions. But when you're looking at mostly the back of the character for the entirety of the gameplay, um, I don't know what to tell you at that point, man. Either you bought it or you didn't. If you didn't, good for you. If you did, unlucky. That's all there's to it.
That could just be because she's squished rather than being upright, but I haven't. I mean, I don't know. Rouge is sitting with her legs crossed. Based on the front view of the photo, her left leg is turned to the. Oh my god, this is a very thorough analysis of her how she's sitting. So there, okay. So this is an analysis of how she could be sitting as opposed to how she is sitting. So this is an AI image for comparison of people sitting in the same way, I guess.
Like, we're gonna have to bring out cosplayers for every last piece of art analysis going forward. Okay? Because that's gonna be ridiculous.
Her face is looking at me moderately to the left.
But people are willing to do it, as you can see. They will do it.
You can feel the direction of the upper body. Oh, okay. So this is an AI image of how she should be sitting versus.
See, AI got it right on the right side. Where that's crazy. Some people try to claim that this is AI, but this is the actual AI doing it better than the artist. So, yeah, you guys are cooked. So, the AI can do a better job than the human artist here. Truly shows a difference in skill level. It was a good baseline render, but the AI did it better. So if the AI is doing it better, then what does that make this? It's clearly not the same AI then.
The actual real image. Wait, the one on the right is AI? Am I reading that correctly? I'm attaching an AI image for comparison. I got it from somewhere. The angle on the right soul is more natural. Holy shit. Yes, it's AI. That's a figurine, but it's also AI. It is an AI figurine. God damn. Yeah, so I'll be completely honest. The AI figurine definitely looks much more natural. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's still cooked. That means whoever drew the other one on the left is not that skilled in art. It is what it is. Amateur artist caught in the real time.
I once again I understand where they're coming from. The entire design looks off. It looks very simple, very basic, and very poorly designed. And I think that is not worth a premium price. Not at all. A picture they can't even draw a line properly, which is the basis of drawing. See the
Yeah. AI can draw lines, man. Seeing those AI photos, like, they make pretty good art, depending on what's being drawn. But yeah, that's definitely not AI then. Yeah,
company is providing its employees with pens that don't have pressure control. Poor live 2D rigging. Feels like watching a paper play they used to do in kindergarten. Added the
wow.
SD version. Actually, chat, her in-game, sprite is actually more revealing than the outfit itself. The outfit itself, I think, covers her, the special spots. Yeah, if you look at it, the outfit, the jacket actually covers the entirety of there comparatively to the in-game model, which is just like completely open. So this is machine translated. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. Let's go back to the Twitter post. The face and
Alright.
head shape don't look right, granting suspicion of AI. I don't know if it's AI. I can't say
Yeah, that don't seem AI, bro. That's just too far off. Even the AI would do a better job at that point. From what we've seen, if they have, that was a figurine made by AI. Clearly the AI can do a better job than whoever made a version on the left. So there's clearly a massive discrepancy there, in my opinion.
if it's AI. I don't. I don't support AI, especially when it concerns models, character design.
I don't really care that much as long as it looks good. I'm alright with it personally. Maybe controversial, but I don't really care. At this point, tech is tech and it's gonna keep improving no matter what. We can't stop it from happening. It's like people crying about when Ford got rid of the horse-drawn carriages with cars. Like nobody's complaining that we have cars today and not horse-drawn carriages, are they? So this the same thing will happen with AI and regular art eventually. I don't see people complaining why iPhones exist when payphones don't anymore. I'm like, okay. So would you rather have landline phones as your main form of communication today, or are you fine with your iPhones and various Android phones? Like, come on, AI is literally the same thing in a sense. It's gonna replace something eventually. That's just a matter of time. It's not an if, it's a matter of when. When it's actually good enough to do so to an acceptable level of quality, that's when it's gonna start kicking off. It's not there yet, but that's only because it's not there yet. Time is everything. And the AI can make the art way faster. Of course, there has to be a basic blueprint sometimes. But the day that AI is smart enough itself to make its own art, then yeah, that's the time where humans are really gonna be like, okay, we're somewhat replaced. There will be some preferences for regular human art being machine translated into AI art. Eventually, that's going to happen. It's already happening. So that's inevitable. But yeah, the whole AI art is bad thing. That's not entirely true, considering AI art can look good if on some aspects, but it just has to work out the kinks. Once the kinks are out, it's gonna be pretty good art. Whether people like it or not, you can complain all you want, but it's useless to complain, honestly. I mean, you can complain for low quality, yes, but complaining that it exists is just a waste of time. It was always going to exist, and it's always going to exist. I like to see people complain about wanting horse-drawn carriages back and getting rid of automobiles before they start talking about getting rid of AI for regular art. You're literally going back in time. It's just a waste of time arguing this because it's not going to change the future. AI is the future, and that's just how it is. No matter what anybody wants to say about it, it is humans who made AI for convenience in the first place. So blame the humans who made it. AI is AI designed by humans for humans to use. That's also going to replace humans at the same time, so it is what it is. Take your pick on what you would rather see happen or not happen, but something will happen at the end of the day. that's just going to be the case.
But like I don't know enough about it to actually say yes, that's AI. The art style change for her from looking sharp and mature to baby face. I mean, yes, that could just be a design choice though, so I'm not gonna hold that against them. The evil coat.
It's like when High School DxD changed art studios, anime studios. Like season 4 was a totally different style than the first 3, I believe. So yeah, different studios can make different style of art. That's just going to be the case. Not every artist is the same. If it's not the original artist, it's clearly going to have some distinct differences over time that people will realize almost immediately. So it is what it is. It's pretty clear that whoever drew her design wasn't AI because AI wouldn't make that many mistakes when it comes to body proportions. It probably add extra limbs, but it would get the proportions down to a good extent. Unlike what whoever drew that.
Striking again, literally the meta wise is a complaint going on for a while. So the coat, yes, the coat covering her body is depressing to see, but that's just because I'm guessing they don't want it to get don't want to get in trouble, have it censored.
They still have to make ads after all. And the current situation that we know what's happening with payment processors and whatnot. I don't think they want that smoke with Visa and MasterCard, honestly. But they don't want to get into that at all. I doubt anybody would.
But it really shouldn't exist, especially not when you look at Red Hood and the dress that she has. The disservice to the Reverse Bunny premise, saying that if they couldn't commit, they shouldn't have it because nobody was asking for it. The original artist did drop Rouge in a bunny suit in April Fool's, and it looked not only great but also refined. The
Yeah, that's the problem. They didn't hire the original artist. They hired some new artists. It was on a lower level, skill level. They drew it, and they tried to do it in their own way, and it just didn't look as good. As for why the original artist didn't draw it, you should ask the original artist. Like that's kind of cringe on itself. People are mad at the new artist, but not mad at the old artist. Didn't even bother drawing the real thing in the end. So what was the point, bro? Our original artist drew the skin, and then didn't put that in the game instead, but let some other amateur artist draw the skin instead. And now people complained about it. And I'm like, what happened? This must be studied, literally. Like, how did they just let the original artist get away with it like that? Somebody should question that. I find that sus, honestly. And I may be going off on a tangent here, but if the original artist was present for this and just didn't bother putting their piece of art for the skin and pitch that to Shift Up to put that as the actual skin that was going to release as the final product, then who's the real person at fault here? Is it the new artist who tried their best to draw what they could as a skin, AI or not? Or is it Shift Up for replacing the original artist in the first place? That's the real question. Because honestly, if Shift Up had hired the original artist to make the art, then who would be complaining? The original artist was there. The art exists, and people know that the original version rendered out by the original artist exists. So if it already exists, why didn't Shift Up use that in the game instead? And yet, nobody questions that. Instead of crying about the new one being AI, when we know that the original artist already created a better version of it. So what's the point? If Shift Up didn't want to get the original artist's artwork to put that in game instead of whatever they just did, and that's also Shift Up's fault, to be honest. Not so much the artists, whether it's AI or not. It's not the AI. The artists would shift up's fault for not hiring the original artist to make the new skin. It is what it is. I think that's the real issue here. People are overlooking that. It's a lot. So one might it's a small, pretty small detail that people could end up overlooking, but would make a massive difference to this entire situation's outlook. Now that I know that, I'm like, yeah, Shift Up messed up, not the artist. The artist tried to replicate the original artist's design, but they're not the original artist. Of course, they can't replicate it exactly the same. It is what it is. They tried, they failed, and people bought it, and now they're complaining about it. But the original artist was not present for the new skin that dropped, despite making their own version already. And Shift Up didn't just outright go ahead and buy that new edit from the original artist. They just let it be there on social media and then let this new person take over for whatever reason. But I digress. That's my tangent on that. My little rant. It's been like several minutes now, so I'm not gonna go any further. I'm just gonna play the rest of this out and see what else they're gonna complain about.
First lobby screen has her at the point where the coat covers the most and it's significantly buttoned up. Really? That blows. Oh, is that it? Oh, I see it. Yeah. Oh, that's depressing. Yeah, it's all buttoned up. What? What, dude? What? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so I understand why that's definitely an issue.
Yeah,
Evil code is such a funny sentence. Yeah. I don't see the AI part of this. I don't either. I definitely don't see how any of it's AI. I just think it's poorly designed and not of a
for the one time, it's not AI but human skill issue. It is what it is.
quality worth actually charging money for. A bit exaggerated. The thing is, the face is different, but the end, it's possible it's just not the same artist. Yeah, exactly. I would not call this AI. I would just say a different artist and poor design.
Because here's the thing, an AI could replicate the skin tone coloring and all that perfectly. So the AI would replicate the original look a lot better than this new artist. They just have to take a scan of the original artist's work and then put it into an AI and then tell them to add a skin on top of it. And then they can refine that over time, some edits here and there. So, yeah, actually, the AI wouldn't have made that many mistakes. So I find that funny.
Right now, not worth actually charging people for. Like I think people would have been okay if this were just a free skin. Let's be honest. The teaser promotional material didn't have her use the coat to cover up as much of the product as we received, so people were baited of expectation for what it is. See, that's trashy. That's trashy. I
Yeah,
hate when studios show something in a trailer and then when you get it in game, it's different. Yeah, that is
I
false
yeah,
advertising, especially when it concerns, a financial investment from the player. The in-game
and false advertising is a crime in the US. So, yeah, they could be held liable for that. So, there are many issues there that I'm not going to get into. But yeah,
images in the event show Rouge looking better than what we can buy. Yep. The chibi covers less and has the coat be transparent. That's what I said, right? I said her chibi model actually
truly
shows more than her
unfortunate.
in-game, like than the actual model, right?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Almost makes me glad I don't play Nika. I'd play Snowbreak the superior game. Only stout.
Shooting pose still has OG Rouge face and pose, but with skin design apply. So the shooting pose doesn't have. Wait, is that what I'm? Huh. I see. Okay. Interesting. The sniper rifle is unchanged and blocks most of the goods. True. True. Yeah. I mean, look at the character. You can't see anything due to the enormous gun in her hand. So
Yeah, well, unlucky. I mean, if you bought it, you bought it. You get scammed, or bozo. You get scammed. Everybody who bought it is a bozo. You got played. You should watch reviews first. Lamau.
I understand. Once again, Rouge is a great burst one unit used in Cindy teams, so she got a spot in the meta, making her
Like, there's a reason why characters have trials and skins get like skin trials. You can see how the skin looks in game before you buy it. So if you had that option, I think it would have been best to avoid buying it if you know you're gonna have such issues with it. But for those who didn't bother paying attention to that detail, end up buying it out of clickbait and being baited by false advertising, misrepresentation, and whatever, all end up buying it and now complain about it afterwards. Well, they bought it. You were free to either buy it or not, regardless of how Shift Up is treating the whole situation. It was ultimately up to the buyers, whether they bought it or not, as well. So it's a bit of a gray area there, and who's really at fault because it's not like consumers. The consumers are actually out of it as well because they're also part of it as well for buying it at a high rate as well. Like, yeah,
well
there are many
used and
issues.
liked,
There are many issues here.
which is why people would, go for a skin and attempt to purchase it. Per se, for like the code itself, if even if Force isn't very bland okay, who the fuck cares if it's bland? That's just one person's opinion. Several factors of concern: a $60 price tag for that skin.
But yeah, $60 for a rat. Kill yourself. I'm done. I'm done ranting.
$60 not worth. Once again, I think it would be okay if it were a free skin.
For the people actually pay $60 for it is more laughable. Yeah, you guys aren't out of the water with that one. Yeah, you bought that for $60. Now cry about it. Okay, we all bought it, shift up, and got paid. And that's all they cared about. They didn't even bother to release a quality product, and people still bought it. And only after they bought it, they start complaining about it. That's the crazy part. And all this, like, y'all knew it was bad and still bought it. Like, what the heck?
The teaser for the outfit did have the shirt, however, the shirt didn't cover anywhere close to this degree. I don't remember. I typically don't really look at the trailers or the reveals for the characters. I look at the splash art for.
Exactly. It's either splash art or you're gonna look at it in game. I was really looking at Nikkei ads. I don't think so. I've never seen that many. I've seen a few Nikkei ads. It's never about skins that often. I do remember seeing that Rouge character promoted a bit though in the past,
And I'm like, damn. I think I have hundreds
but it was never about this skin.
of thousands of premium gems saved up and 400 polls ready.
400 pulls worth of currency in game just to get this one skin, and it's not even a good skin. Now that's truly what they call a scam.
For the next anniversary event, for the next pilgrim, for the next pilgrim unit. There we go. But I wasn't pulling for these characters anywhere because they are like the new characters are being added to the standard pool anyway.
Okay, yeah. And Nikkei characters do go to the standard banner eventually as well. So these skins are optional purchases as well. Let's not forget that it is an optional thing to buy. Nobody was forced to buy it. It was optional. You either bought it or you didn't. And for those who did and ended up realizing how garbage it is, that's on them at that point. As for why Shift Up is silencing them despite and not addressing the issue properly, that's also Shift Up's fault. Their PR is doing a poor job.
But I honestly, I didn't even really pay attention to the skin, how it looked before and how it looks now, because I don't buy skins. So people want to buy it and but are dissatisfied with the level of quality Shift Up deemed acceptable in the direction they seem to be going. I might have missed some, but that should cover the majority. It doesn't help some folks not on this bandwagon summarize it as Gooners wanting to see more skin in a Gooner game. This is not a Gooner game. This is a game
Lies, but okay.
that people goon to. But the game itself is a very high
Well, okay, fair, fair. I'll give them that.
quality, well voice acted, narrative driven,
But I've never played that game for the story. Let's be honest. It's both true and cap at the same time.
dark, messed up game that
Not really. I mean, I never played it for the story. I just legit played it for the action for like a couple of days. And then dropped. Came back occasionally in the past, but don't bother with it anymore, personally. It was a good time, though. But, yeah, Nikkei just ain't for me, personally. It was an alright looking game. I've played many similar games to it, so yeah, for me, it's
happens to
nothing
have big
special.
titty, big booty waifus that you can see jiggle and bounce. So it's not a Gooner game, it just has Gooner elements. That being
Mm, okay. I mean, you guys tell me in the comments section where you guys agree.
said, I don't think we need to even look at the comments because it's safe to say we've seen more than enough looking at not only the characters or the character, the various different character images, the thread, and multiple different threads over on Reddit. We've heard plenty of criticism, complaints. This is not okay, not in any capacity. This is not something that should be charged for. This is a cheap.
Yeah, I'm sorry, AI would do a better job hands down. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I know there's a bit more, but it's not really relevant to my point, I guess. I mean, I already went over everything I wanted to do. I assume he's gonna go over the outro. Yeah, so I can end it here, guys. You tell me how you guys feel about the situation in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.